Right, so inflammation is the root cause of every single disease. And inflammation is not a bad thing. It's part of the immune system. So when we fall down or we have a virus or a bacteria in our body, part of the immune response is to create inflammation, to protect us. The problem is when the immune system doesn't know how to switch it off and the inflammation continues, then it becomes something called chronic inflammation, and that causes all the disease, whether it's cardiovascular health, Alzheimer's, cancer. So it's very important. Again, there are medicines that can reduce it, but that's temporary. What we have to look at is lifestyle again. There are certain anti-inflammatory foods, like your spices, your turmerics, your fruits, your vegetables. There are antioxidants that break down and neutralize free radicals. Sleep, inflammation reduces when we sleep better. It increases when we're sleep deprived. And stress also creates inflammation, chronic stress. So we have to learn how to relax. So all of these things, overtraining in the gym, over-exercising creates inflammation. Under-exercising creates inflammation. So it all comes down to the balance of all of these things. Certain drugs that we take for our own treatment also creates inflammation, which is why you need to balance it with lifestyle to reduce inflammation on the side. Okay, sleep deprivation is the root cause of most problems today: emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, mental. So we need to sleep better. We need to sleep deeper. It's not the quantity, it's the quality of sleep. Number two, we have to learn how to reconnect with ourselves. Everyone's connected outwards, so we're like puppets. Someone says something, we're pulled in one direction. Someone's doing something, we're pulled in another direction. It's nice to learn from the outside world, but we have to stay connected within, because our body's always telling us what's right, what decisions to make, what not to do. So that inner connection has to be rebuilt. How does that happen? Whether it's meditation, sitting in silence, distancing yourself sometimes from social media. I'm not saying you've got to get off social media, but limit it. It can't be your whole life. The virtual world will make your world virtual. So that's extremely important. Nutrition has to be simple. Right food, right time, right quantity, right quality. As simple as that. Eat for you. Don't eat what everyone else is eating, because we're all unique individuals. Okay? And exercise again, movement. Most people are sedentary right now. So the more movement we get, these are the 4 most powerful lifestyle changes that form actually the fundamentals of integrative and lifestyle medicine. And they don't cost money to do. They're free. So people now need to decide that was the past. Okay, now move forward. Like in any situation in life, you've got to keep moving. What's happened has happened. You've got to get back to your workouts because you have access to the outdoors right now. Get back to socializing and meeting people, because it's so important to understand that we lost that during the pandemic. And that's why we had emotional and mental issues. People have to realize that stress is always going to be part of our life. It's always going to be part of our life, but how we relate to it is different. So I think the problems happen when people stall. They stop taking action. They become a victim and slave to their emotions and anxiety and fears. There's always some action that you can take, the smallest, littlest thing. Keep taking those actions, and then you distance yourself between anxiety and fear. So fasting is therapeutic. We're meant to fast. The very fact that we sleep and we don't eat when we sleep is a fasting period. So the body is meant to fast. The only thing is don't fall into fads, 16/8s and all of that stuff. It doesn't make sense. Why not 17? Why not 15? So we have to learn to keep gaps between our meals and between our last meal and our next meal next morning. So smart fasting is what we should do. Whether it's 12, 13, 14, 15 hours, it's different for everyone, different every day. So we fast basically to give the digestive system a break, because we're eating too much, we're eating at different timings all the time. So when you give your digestive system a break, all that energy that goes towards digestion now goes towards repairing cells, growing, hormones, and all of that stuff. If we're constantly eating, the energy first goes towards digestion. So fasting is therapeutic for recovery, for healing, for rejuvenation, for even recovery from deadly diseases when it's done in a supervised way. Listen to your body. It's always telling you what to do.